Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the YouTube account and we have a lot of stuff going on. I want to show you kind of with the account what we have going on now. Of course, we farmed up a lot more of the Celestial Sanctum. Wanted to finish this out. Wanted to make sure that we got these time emblems. When it comes to the tower, you want to farm these out and you want to farm these out really religiously to get and maximize the time emblems we have in there. That is another 10 that we got out of finishing that. And it is capped at this point. Now, under the merchants, we also do have the ship, which means we have it completely unlocked. If you caught the summonings early with the awakened version of Aeironn, we have the ability to actually get him in the advanced ship. He is right there, guys. That means we get another couple Stargazer cards. We do get some scrolls out of here. We also get a little bit of gear. The animated avatar, I'm not too happy with. I don't like it very much. But you can see we get 6,000 of our Poke coins in here. Now on the hero growth, this gives us a return. When we think about a plus 30 signature item, it requires 300 red chests. This takes it down to 290, and then of course right here another 15. You're talking, this takes your regular 300 red chest level 30 signature item down to 275 because you are getting kind of the rebate right here. Exclusive furniture, that gives us and yields us another 5,000 Poke coins right there. When I think about the ability to build out furniture and I want to do some furniture summons in here, this makes a very, very big difference. Then of course, another 100 cores, which we do get for free out of building this hero. And we do not have enough cores, but we're slowly building them with what we're getting out of here on a regular basis. Now, we also want to look at a couple other heroes. I want to hop in the Draconic faction, want to do some more summons, because when you start min-maxing in a bunch of different places, including the Cursed Realm, Nightmare Corridor, a few places that we're seeing like Melion, and we're seeing Land, a couple of heroes that are really big in AFK Arena. I want to show you why, and I do want to finish out the furniture today for Melion specifically, because when you look at his furniture, this is very interesting. When Melion or his exemplar, which of course, thinking of some of the formations, the awakened version of Aeironn, thinking of the formation of the draconic version of Gwen, applies a control effect, the target takes 36% more damage for 5 seconds. That is a massive, massive buff to the amount of damage that these heroes are taking. And we know Melion has really become a staple, is meant in how difficult they are to build these. Melion has become a very, very high staple in a bunch of different formations, which again, we'll look at in just a couple minutes. So building him out, getting him that 9 of 9 furniture does make a difference. Now, Lan is another one, since we've already built out Hildwyn. Hildwyn, we are still trying to max out with a couple more stars. We need a few more copies, 2 more to be precise, to get him to the engraving, which of course, we don't have engraving mats to get to the plus 60, but the plus 30, pretty easy. We have it all day long. And also Melion, we need more. Now, with that being said, big picture, thinking of everything that we have available in here, we also do have, and again, speculation is saying, it is going to be a new Celestial hero that's coming down the pipeline, meaning that Dali is going to go ahead and announce that we do have another Celestial hero that is coming. Which means we're going to need resources for that. We're going to need Stargazer scrolls. We're going to need everything that we normally need to build out these heroes in their entirety. So saving our diamonds, saving our Stargazer scrolls, which is the reason why I did start farming out the tower. Now, you'll also notice that we got 22 Draconis insignias. Those are coming from the events we have right now, 415 Stargazer scrolls, and we're sitting on 50,000 diamonds, which hopefully will get us at least in the ballpark to building out some of the new heroes. In addition, the Heroes of Espria did come up and popped up today. Treasure Scramble also open for the registration as well. Make sure you're dropping your teams in here because that makes a big difference. Heroes of Espria, the exact same, that you're farming all of your resources. Now, looking at our Dark Forest, of course, getting into the bounty board, we're farming out and really completing all this in the entirety, making sure that we're able to build up these heroes a lot further. And of course, the Voyage of Wonder, we are coming in, and I believe the Legendary Epic is up. The new one that we've seen, or no, the Blade Hunt is already done, but I believe the Misty Valley is coming on repeat. So 3 more days, 4 more days, and then we'll have that coming up on repeat. Let's get into the furniture summons. And I did go back to, under the advisement, went back to buying out the cards itself. And I keep resetting this. And I don't know why, but I don't think that it's confirming and saving. We are buying out the time emblems out of here. Now, if you ever want to, and if you're really focused on building the Awakened heroes, this is the only way you're going to have enough time emblems to build them out. Now, I did take Aeironn with time emblems up to that 1 star, which I do not advise. I say it again, I do not advise taking them up to 1 star with the time emblems. Most players are going to use the Stargazer scrolls or use the diamonds. But again, I am saving these and really waiting to see what is coming down the pipeline next. That way we have the ability to build them out. The Noble Tavern, of course, we can just pop in here, do a couple summons. Sometimes we get something good out of here. Sometimes it's absolutely nothing, which there we go. It's a double right there, guys, which again is just going to be recycled material. So nothing too big on there. We could save these, but the RNG factor of actually getting a hero that you're going to use, it doesn't really make a difference at this point because we don't have very many heroes at all to build. So unfortunately, that again is just going to be all recycled. Stargates we're waiting for right now. We're at 416. We're going to save this till we get the next Awaken, which we know is going to be a Greyborn. A lot of players are speculating that it's going to be a caster. So a lot of players are saying Oden is going to get an Awaken version. A lot of players are saying Isabella is getting an Awaken version. Some players are even saying that Grez might see an Awaken version as well, which I think would be kind of crazy to see the Awakened version of Grez. But out of all the summons we did this morning with Aeironn, it gave us a lot of resources. We actually gained 2 full levels at level 921. Today we gained 2 full levels. Elder Tree, we did the same. We got another level, taking it to 222 across the board. So absolutely doing very, very well with the building of the heroes. And I mean, we're creeping up on 2 trillion combat power, which again is kind of crazy. So Oaken, if you remember, we did summons a couple hours ago. We have 22,000 Poke Coins again, trying to finish out Melion, but also looking at the heroes that we are building and really maxing out furniture in their entirety, making sure that we have these heroes performing to a crazy, crazy high level. Even here, you can see we have the 1 furniture down here. Building these out specifically, so a lot of players don't understand that they cannot or don't know that they can actually strengthen the furniture. You can see these are all maxed out. You can strengthen furniture all the way up to 836, which makes a big difference because when you're even for here, we're adding more defense to Lucius. Now, of course, this is really a bigger, much larger account, but adding more defense right here to Lucius is going to boost up his defense, which with his SP effect that he carries is going to have the ability to actually boost it up a lot further for his attack rating. So it transforms his defense rating into the attack rating, making this kind of important to build up in its entirety. Let's hop in the workshop. Like I said earlier, we got Aeironn completely built out at the 9 of 9. I'm going to build out a couple more pieces. I'm going to keep him in here. And again, we're looking to finish out Melion. There's a copy for Lan. So Lan, I believe we have 4 copies already of his furniture. There is another copy for Lucius. That will finish out his defense rating portion. If we can get another one, there is Lan and Lucius again. That is already 2 that we have for Lucius. Come on, where's Melion? I hope we do get a couple more cards on the table, which we are close. We might have enough to actually do 1 more full summon, but let's equip what we got. Boom, that adds another copy right there on Misha, not Mishka. So let's go ahead and finish this one out with the upgrade. And then, of course, we have 1 more. So this one is going to yield us crit damage resistance, and the top one is going to give us accuracy. You know what? Accuracy, I'm not too worried about. Let's go with the damage. He has issues with survivability. Crit damage resistance might make a big difference for the PvP aspect with Lucius. Just being able to take a little bit more damage and not take really that critical damage in its entirety. We'll equip everything on here, recycle what we don't need, giving us enough for, I believe, 1 more summon, which it does, giving us 1 more card on the table, but that is a mythic pull, which is Lucius again. Wow, it is coming up all with Lucius on this one, guys. So that does, again, give us another piece, adding and building up that defense or that crit damage resistance, making sure that he is not going to die. Now, with our cards on the table, similar to what we did this morning, I'm going to do the same with Melion. We're going to max this out in its entirety, giving him 5 furniture scrolls, and then we're going to drop him out. So once we do get some heroes to the 9 of 9 furniture, not a big driving force to really build him up any further. 2 cards on the table. We're going to drop him out of here. That way we don't have to worry about summons. And I believe in here we know Leica is almost done. I've been focusing on my damage dealers. So the really, really big damage dealers in here. We can drop Entendre in here. We could put Vika in here as well. Again, just thinking about the niche formations, but we still do have Gwen in here. We have a couple other heroes absolutely that we want to build. You can also see that Raoul is in here. So unfortunately at this point, it doesn't seem like Raoul is being used anywhere. Very, very sad to say, but it seems like he has been kind of backseated by everyone else. And Raul, unfortunately, is not being used anywhere at this point. Now, with the awakened version of Aeironn, again, another one that we're really focusing on building them out in the entirety. So let's go for a little bit more tenacity. We're at 48. Definitely have to get to 60, maybe even go to 80, depending where the hero is being used. Now, with the hero being used, we know there is a new iteration of the treasure scramble, but we also know currently that the cursed realm is up. And looking at Chan's formation, that's right, looking in team number 4, the awakened version of Aeironn is already being used in a formation, which makes me think that he is going to be used in a bunch of different formations. Again, with the burst damage that he's doing, it really does make a difference having it built out. So if you got the trial version, you can see he's already in this iteration that we're seeing of the Cursed Realm. I expect him to see probably in Nightmare Corridor again based on the burst. And it really makes a difference on who you're fighting. So remember, his AoE is based on the target. So even looking here, you're only fighting one single target within here. I feel like his Cyclones are not going to do enough damage within this game mode. This specific instance where you do have the single boss might have some where we can buff up and amplify some of the damage that we have in here. But I feel like the single target is where he is going to lack. Where you have a hero like the awakened version of Leica that will single target, I believe, all 8 or 12 of her little starlights or starfalls right onto a single target, making it really make a big difference. And then, of course, looking at right here with Gwen, with the Draconic version of Gwen, the damage when you put the engraving on Gwen is game-changing. It is absolutely game-changing in there with the amount. So, unfortunately, no scrolls, which means no more copies, no more summons for Melion, but we do have some copies in here for Hilduin. Trying to get, with our 22 Draconis Insignias, trying to get some more copies of Hilduin. Now, Hilduin plays a very strong support role. That is the thing that he does, and I feel like a lot of players do really underutilize Hilduin. But when you're thinking utility, he's being used pretty much everywhere. PvP aspect, Cursed Realm, Nightmare Corridor, being used in most iterations, even being used in a lot of places like campaign formations, Temple Rift. He is being used in a lot of places. Finishing him out and getting him to the 1-star to get some engraving on there is going to make a big difference. So I do want to build him out. And then, of course, it's going to be all in for land, trying to build those formations. So we need 2 copies. Let's see if we could pull one out of here. If we get anything out of here, again, just some more shards in there. Doesn't look like pull number 2 is going to yield us anything but those Dragon Speak emblems again. And then we have 2 more. So it's going to be 1 and 2 more closer to getting the next copy that we have. Boom. They are so difficult to get, not only the scrolls, but also those out of here. The Dragonforge Trials, we moved it to 10. Can't get any further. That seems exactly where we're stuck. So we have the ability to actually buy out some of these scrolls. So getting another 20 scrolls when this does reset. But unfortunately, that's all we can get, as the Draconic heroes are still kind of just locked with everything going on and all the heroes that are coming, the awakened heroes that are coming, the celestials that are coming. It seems like the Draconics are heroes or really that people have forgotten. Not a lot of focus on there, not a lot of building them. But again, when you start looking at some of the big teams or some of the best in slot, they're using the Draconic heroes, specifically using Gwen and Nyla. Even looking at Nyla and Melion with the ability to buff up Nyla in a couple cases, it does work incredibly well. Even going through the store real quick, everything in here, we got all of our Draconic stuff out of here. We got all of our copies of Eugene saving, and tomorrow I'll be able to actually buy out the rest of the time emblems in here. And then it's waiting another 2+ weeks on the reset to this to get it done. 288 of our coins. Again, we could buy these out, which we might as well. Could be a Celestial, could be a Hypo hero. But overall, I feel like it's just going to be a lot of reset heroes. But when it comes to our Twisted Essence in the bottom, we have to wait for the shop to be refreshed because this doesn't make a difference. We are capped in our entirety, even have enough to build up the tree a lot further. Still buying out all of our materials out of here, including our Emblems of Space, which means next dimensional hero that comes. We have 350 of those already, getting and building them out. And then red chests in here are the only thing we can buy. So again, this account, guys, it is very well stacked at this point. We're starting to build it up. Not even going to get into the beast summons in this video. I think we have 4,000 plus Once you get past 18, you're getting all of the beasts maxed out in their capacity. When we get a new beast, it'll be built out to 18 or 18 plus, which makes a big difference. Now the Rift, we are locked again. We're waiting for this to reset. We have another, 3 days? So 20 days. Trial version of Aeironn is up. Bountiful trials are up. Make sure you knock those out really quick. And that is going to do it for today's video, guys. We are just sitting on resources, waiting to see what the Awakened version of Aeironn does pull, what it looks like, what Celestial is coming on the next round. And of course, building out a couple other heroes like Melion, making sure that we're staying up. And that does take him again to that 9 of 9 furniture, building him out a little bit further. If we can add some engraving in there, I will be all about it. Even just getting the basic engraving, because when you start looking at having enough to get the plus 30 engraving, you can buy with gold out of the shop. Buying your shards on a regular basis makes a big difference, and they do add up. Even here, we're almost at 12,000 shards. We buy them, we get them on a daily basis, and they do add up over time. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.